What's up guys? Oliver here for Eye Influence. And today I'm going to be talking to you about Maui Jim lenses. Not their frames, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I want to talk about what really makes them special, what really makes them unique, and that is their lenses. Now, I want to show you something first, okay? We need to throw this into a real world application. And that is spending some time by the water, right? There's plenty of glare there. Today was a very bright sunny day. And you know what? I had a trip with my family planned. We were gonna go fly a kite. Epic fail, because when I go to assemble it, I'm missing a couple of pieces. I don't know what happened to it. Nonetheless, I have a little video to show you first. And in the video, you're gonna have a better understanding of what makes these Maui Jim glasses so great. At the end of the video, I'm gonna talk to you about what you couldn't hear in the video. I do apologize. It was a really windy day, but you're still gonna get to see a lot of really cool things in the video about Maui Jim glasses. So here's a little snippet of the time that I get to spend with my amazing family, and at the same time, using these amazing glasses. So stay tuned for the end of the video, because I'm gonna give you all the information you need so that you can make the perfect choice for your day-to-day routines. So enjoy the video. I'll see you at the end. Here we go. I want to talk a little bit about Maui Jim sunglasses, right? There's quite a few different colors to choose from, obviously many different styles, but the lenses are really what matter. So when we get there, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. But let's go have a little adventure.
Långt från svenska kusten skär ska jag fira julen här på Hawaii. Ensam sjöman är långt från svenska kusten skär ska jag fira julen här på Hawaii. Men det lindrar ej hemlängtans glöd. Men det lindrar ej hemlängtans glöd. Ensam sjöman är långt från svenska kusten skär ska jag fira julen här på Hawaii.
All right, welcome back. That was a lot of fun. I had a great time with the family out there. It was very windy, very cold, but very worth it nonetheless. So let's get right into it. Let me give you some information on Maui Jim lenses. All Maui Jim lenses come with certain layers, okay? They have a mirror coating across the front that does vary in color. It is polarized. I do believe that they use primarily polycarbonate and in some cases glass, and in some cases a high index lens material. It varies from frame to frame. I know that they were using glass still, but they've been cutting it back little by little. And then the last thing that they have is an anti-reflective coating on the back. And I'm gonna explain why all those things are important and why they actually make your eyes feel more relaxed when you're seeing through these. So the first thing is the mirror coating. Why do you need a mirror coating on the front of the lenses? Because when light hits your sunglass, you don't want a whole lot of light to pass through the lenses, right? These are sunglasses. You're trying to keep light out. So when light hits the front of it, it's actually, the mirror coating is bouncing off a good portion of that light. We don't want as much light passing through this way. And this is gonna be important. We don't want as much light passing through this way, okay? So we want some of that light to be bouncing off. The second thing is the polarized lens, the polarized filter that's in there, especially that aggressive glare that you get off of water, sand, snow, ice, the type of glare that almost blinds you and really makes you squint. That is where the polarization comes in. The other part is going to be the anti-reflective coating. The anti-glare is great because when you have light behind you or coming at a certain angle, you don't want that light to hit the back of the lens and then bounce right back into your eye. So what you do want is some anti-glare that's going to diffuse the light, allow it to actually pass through the back of the lens instead of back into your eye. So that's why Maui Jim lenses and other premium lenses, such as companies by Smith, Oakley, and quite a few others, of course, that are out there, that's why they have the mirror coating and that's why they have the anti-glare on the back. They don't always need to be polarized. I got to tell you that. I'm going to explain it in another video, but I want to focus on these. So you have the mirror coating, the polarization, and the anti-glare. Now, that's going to be standard on all Maui Jim sunglasses. Now let's talk about the lens color. There are two that I really enjoy, actually three, but two that I have here as an example. The first is going to be this green polarized lens. So this one's really nice, right? This is like a high transmission lens, as they call it. This is great when you're in not necessarily low light, but not extremely bright light. The high transmission lens is perfect for those kinds of transitional environments where you have bright light, then low light. So this lens is great when you know that you're going to be going in and out of different light conditions consistently. You just know, whether it be on your commute, whether you're riding a bike, whether you're just out and about and you're going in and out of different light conditions, the high transmission lens, I really like it for that. Now we have the gray, right? So the gray is going to be amongst the most popular lens colors on a sunglass by far. That does have a lot to do with the fact that most people buy a black frame. Now let's get to the gray lens. The gray lens is essentially going to be the darkest one that you could get. They have the high transmission green, they have the gray, and then they also have a brown. But the gray is going to be the darker of the three. It's going to keep out the most light just across the spectrum. It's going to reduce the amount of light that's coming through. So if you're really sensitive to light, the gray is going to be the way to go. If you need to keep out as much as possible, go with the gray. Still has the mirror flash across the front, still polarized, still has the anti-glare on the back. As I mentioned, all Maui Jim lenses are going to have that across the board. The brown is somewhat of a happy medium. Unfortunately, I don't have one of the brown Maui Jims here. I have the Maui Cat here with the high transmission, and then I have this other Maui Jim Sport over here, which is, I believe, discontinued. I've had this one for a while. This is the MJ444-02. It's a really comfortable one, really wraps around, but it makes you look like RoboCop. So it's probably not, it probably wasn't the most popular style because of that. I wish I had the brown one here. I do not, but if you wanted a happy medium, then the brown is really the way that I like to go. The brown is nice because it's darker than the high transmission green, but it's not as dark as the gray. It's going to give you something that's right in between. If you don't have much experience with sunglasses and you're not quite sure what to get, believe me, you can't go wrong with the brown lens. You can't go wrong with the gray one either, but some people just feel like it's a little too dark. So once again, Maui Jim lenses are premium. They have that mirror coating. They are polarized. They have the anti-glare on the back. They're really, really good glasses. I can't say that enough. They're amongst my favorite. Regardless of the lens that you choose, you're gonna be happy with the glasses. I would just say go to your local Maui Jim retailer, wherever it may be. It's not just something that you could find in like REI or at a big retail chain. A lot of private offices also carry it too, because you can put prescription in here. Though you're gonna end up paying a bit more for Maui Jim prescription lenses than you would maybe going with something that's covered possibly through your insurance, because Maui Jim makes lenses for Maui Jim. One of the other reasons why Maui Jim glasses are so good and consistently good is because they have very high quality control standards. In my field of work, we have patients that would come in that want to put their prescription in Maui Jim glasses. Maui Jim does not encourage people. As a matter of fact, they don't want me to, and I don't want to make them seem so strict, but they don't allow offices to put non-prescription Maui Jim glasses in Maui Jim frames. It has to always be the same. They want people to say, hey, I'm not only getting the Maui Jim experience with the frame, I'm getting it with my lenses. And most people don't know, so it's the responsibility of the people that are putting that prescription in there, right? Some offices try to do it and they get away with it. They say, look, we're gonna match all the same options. We're gonna match the mirror coating, the polarization, and the anti-glare. But it's really not the same. We could say that we're matching and adding those things. Yes, I can do it separately, but Maui Jim has a patent on their polarization for a reason. right? As do some of these other companies. Smith is the same thing, which I hope to have a video review on that for you soon. But these are companies that have a very strict quality control standard across the board in their factory with the people that are carrying their product. And it's really high with the people that are putting prescription in there. So you're gonna pay a little bit more for it. Just keep that in mind, but it's worth it. In my opinion, it's really worth it, okay? Because if you break down all those options, if you were to pay for it separately and get a non-Maui Jim lens, it's actually a little bit less going straight through Maui Jim and having them make the lenses for you. In my experience, I've always had nothing but good things to say about Maui Jims. I've never had one break on me. The lenses have always lasted me years. So I always recommend it. Whenever somebody says to me, hey, can you recommend a good quality sunglass? Maui Jim is almost always one of the first sunglass brands that come out of my mouth. So those are gonna be some really good glasses that you'll be happy with for a very long time. Now, I hope the information in this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and hit the like button. It really helps other people find this video that I hope you found useful. So once again, I'm Oliver for Eye Influence. I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching.